free. Education, education must be free. Education, education, Bosa, education, Bosa, education must be free. Nigeria.
The Association of Northern Nigerian Students, ANNS, on September 26, 2017, conferred on Mr. Olufemi Awoyemi, MD CEO, Proshare Nigeria Limited, the Sir Amadu Bello Sadonu Platinum Excellence and Leadership Award, as well as the investiture to ANNS Hall of Fame as life member as an icon of societal development. Describing the CEO as a vanguard of national unity, Comrade Aminu Jabi, the National President, Association of Northern Nigerian Students, ANNS, gave the opening speech.
Association of Northern Nigerian Students is a non-governmental organization which is registered under the influence of the 19 northern states, including Federal Capital Territory Abuja, and it has a membership capacity of more than 21.1 million students, schooling both home and in diaspora. And this noble organization was formed in the year 2003, and the Association of Northern Nigerian Students is the second largest student movement in Nigeria after the National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS. And this noble organization, we do agitate for the proper funding of education of this country, because if you look at this country, Nigeria failed to meet up the UNESCO's prescription of 20 to 26% budgetary allocation to education. And Association of Northern Nigerian Students and NANS continue to agitate for the proper funding of education, which countries with smaller GDPs are able to meet up the UNESCO's prescription. Countries like Ghana with 28%, Burkina Faso with 27%, while Nigeria is only in 2017 that we can be able to 11% being allocated to education, which is we are left behind. And this country, we call ourselves the giant of Africa. We call ourselves the giant of Africa, while other countries with smaller GDP have give priority to education, while we in Nigeria, we didn't give priority to education. Only you can see sectors that are not relevant to the development of this country. People like National Assembly, they carry 30% budgetary allocation in the budget of this country, instead giving the priority to three major sectors in the country, which all developed countries give these three sectors: education, security, and health, while Nigeria cannot be able to meet up all those prescriptions. So that's why this noble organization, we stand firm to see that we have agitated for the proper funding of education. We have been written, we write some communique to the Federal Ministry of Education. That's why if you look at it, Nigeria are always on strike. It's just last week that ASU they call on strike. And this happens to be because of the improper funding of education, improper budgetary funding of education in this country. But we stand firm, and we promise Nigerian students that ever since we emerge as leaders of this noble organization, we will contribute our own quota to see how education is giving more priority to this to the educational standard of this country. And we didn't also stand there, but we look at the nooks and crannies of this country to see people that distinguish themselves in service to humanity, people that contribute to the development of this country. That's why this MD of this noble organization, Mr. Olufemi Awoyemi, FCA, AMNIM, we nominated his name during our executive and parliamentary session that took place in Federal University of Technology, Mina, that's my school. When his name was nominated, and later on we forwarded his name to the parliamentary to sit down and deliberate on it, to see whether he deemed it fit or he declared it so well to receive our awards. We did that. Then after their own deliberation, they gave us their feedback, and they set a 5-man committee to go and investigate toward what they had, what the organization has about Mr. Olufemi Awoyemi. After they doing their own, we didn't stop there, and we also forward the name to our patrons, which some of our patrons, our grand patron is Lieutenant General T.Y. Danjuma and Professor Baffa Aliyu, the current Executive Secretary of National Commission for Colleges of Education. So when we forward the name, our Grand Patron, Lieutenant General Tiwa Danjuma, was not in the country. So he assigned us to forward the name to the ES, which we gave him the name, and we tell him all about what we know. It's not all, but what we know about Olufemi Awoyemi, that we want him to receive our awards. And there are some past recipients that receive our awards, people like Oba Dr. Adedapo Adewale Tajosu, the Osilia Oke Ona of Egbalan, the Oba of Abeokuta, and Lieutenant General Tukur Yusuf Borete, the current Chief of Army Staff, and Professor Abdulganiyo Ambele, the Vice Chancellor, University of Ilorin, and Chief Judge, FCT High Court Justice Isiao Kube Aibello, and Major General Oyebade Adeneyi, the General Officer Commanding 1 Division Kaduna, and other prominent Nigerians that distinguish themselves in service to humanity, and His Excellency Aminu Bello Masari, and other people. So his name is today wants to be among the Nigerian philanthropists, people that distinguish themselves in service to humanity. And some achievement in this Proshare Nigeria Limited in terms of financial institution, financial contribution to the development of economic of this country. We know he received many awards, and this noble organization is #1 business and financial information hub in this country. And we also heard that he received an award as the best business information hub in this country. And it's not easy for one to achieve all those awards, but without dedicating himself in service to humanity. He's not the only person that distinguishes himself in financial institution and in financial status of this country. But he is the best that Nigeria recognizes. There are other people, but they haven't met up that standard. Let me paraphrase the word of Aristotle, which says, and I quote, "Honorable deeds are not performed by chicken-hearted fellows, but by men and women who are not afraid of vagaries of adventures. Men and women who aspire to acquire a desire, they never retire, instead they refire until they achieve their ultimate desire." And we hope Mr. Olufemi Awoyemi will never retire, instead he retires until he achieves his ultimate desire. Also, my mentor at the WM Mason, which says, and I quote, "You indeed deserve every honor that is accorded to you, because greatness is a property for which no man can achieve credit so soon. It must be possessed long before it acknowledged." So Mr. Olufemi Awoyemi has processed it long, and today he acknowledged the award of Association of Northern Nigerian Students. He received many awards, and today, maybe this is the first time an organization is going to be out. He's going to receive an award from the association. Kindly accept our sincere congratulations, Award of Excellence, Sardona Inspirational Leadership Award, presented to Mr. Olufemi Awoyemi, FCA, AMNIM, AIMC, Managing Director, CEO, Proshare Nigeria Limited, Lagos, as an icon of societal development, due to your undying passion to education, qualitative and functional service delivery in Nigerian financial institutions, youth and women empowerment, and societal transformation.
Mrs. Grace Jare Ajuwon, Head Business and Market, receiving the award on behalf of the Managing Director, had this to say.
This wasn't expected, and it's an honor once again to have received this award on behalf of Mr. Olufemi Awoyemi, and I'm very sure he would have definitely loved to be here present to give you the honor that is due as expected.
Founded in the year 2003, the Association of Northern Nigerian Students is a non-governmental organization registered under the influence of the 19 northern states. It has a membership capacity of more than 21.1 million students and is the second largest student movement in Nigeria after the National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS. With the conferment of the award, it is hoped that the ceremony will inspire other Nigerians to contribute their quota to the economic growth and development of the nation.